Testing the camera. Here comes Paul.
And I'm going to be down with the youth today. Test one. So I'm sat here with Naomi Kalu. She's the next big thing.
I'm just the next person
Yeah.
in the world, and then there's more people every second.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm interested.
So you came to my attention through my friend Yvette, and she puts a festival on every year in Steve Shy's memory, and you've headlined a couple of them.
Yeah, I've played at 2 Shy Fests, so Shy Fest 2 and Shy Fest 3.
Yeah.
Shy Fest 3, I played with my band, and in Shy Fest 2, I played solo.
Yeah.
So it was quite fun. It was here last year.
Oh, you played in Gulliver's?
It was here, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a stage down here for the poets, and then the upstairs for the bands. But yeah, that was cool. It was fun.
I was having a look at, when I was going down to the festival, I had a look at your Facebook, and got a picture of you as a boxer. When did you get into boxing?
When I was about 13, 14, I think I was 14 when I had my first bout, or skills bout. But I was doing a lot of sports since the age of like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And stuff. I was doing like a bit of netball and cricket and other bits and bobs.
Cricket?
Yeah. I played on the Lancashire team for a very short time.
Did
when I
you?
was younger as well.
I didn't know they had a female cricket team.
Yeah, they'd started it. I hadn't had much experience though, but it was a really good opportunity. And then I left the sport after because I was doing lots of other things.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good. The female players are great. Tactical, just as good as, it's the same as football.
Yeah.
It's just, they're good people in the sport.
How did you get into boxing then?
Getting into boxing, I was doing lots of other sports and bits and bobs, and then my parents did bits of kung fu and stuff before I was born. So there was always a little bit of a martial arts influence in me.
Yeah.
And I think my mum was walking through the town centre and then heard my coach, like, he was my coach when I was boxing, shouting during the sessions. So that got her attention.
Yeah.
She walked in, had a little bit of a chat, and then brought me in, and then, yeah, I only boxed for that club for the entirety of my time, I think.
Yeah. Did you win an award? Did you win it?
I won 2 nationals, so it's the...
You won national championship?
Yeah, so I won the national developments, and then I won the NAGBC nationals, and then the International Winter Box Cup. Fought Viv Parsons. Who else I fight? Cheyenne O'Toole, and then the week after I fought Holly Heffron, and then I had a good boxing career.
Yeah.
Thanks to Oldham Boxing, and I had a fun experience.
Is that where you grew up in Oldham?
Yeah, so I was born in Oldham, grew up there. Had a good time.
Yeah.
I just did a lot of stuff as a kid and growing up, and still now, if not even more.
How did you go from boxing to music?
I was always playing bits of music, so when I was about 4 or 5, I was playing pianos.
Oh, you could play?
Yeah. Piano was like a good instrument for me because it was the first instrument I learnt. And my mum took me to church services, and then I played them after when I was very small.
Yeah.
And we'd be messing around, and then they ended up donating the piano to us, and then another one got donated by people from Big White Charity Van.
Yeah.
That was another business that we just used. And yeah, I just grew up playing piano, had a couple lessons as well, here and there, did my GCSEs, and just enjoyed playing piano for a bit, you know what I mean?
Was you mostly self-taught then?
Yeah, mainly self-taught, but I did have lessons for foundation's sake. I had lots of different teachers, but I was here and there. I also get busy and distracted.
Yeah.
Because I also had like the other sports I was playing and just other random things in my life. I did a bit of circus as a kid.
Circus?
Well. Yeah, at
Oh,
Circus
what did you do?
House. I was still training, but it was at Circus House. I think it's now based in Longside. That's when I was very young. I went with my father, and I think I did stilts, a bit of trapeze, and I used to just love doing Diablo and silk. I did a bit of silk,
Yeah.
but I was still learning, and I learned to juggle there though.
Did you learn to juggle? Yeah.
So that was fun.
I should have brought some balls so I could do a display for us.
But yeah, it's fun. My family used to do stilt walking and stuff in Carnival, in Leeds and other places.
What your mum and dad did?
Yeah, my family did
Yeah.
a Carnival group
Yeah.
and they walked on stilts, and that was cool. But I was a baby,
Yeah.
so I was just I was on wheels, but it was fun.
What music was you into when you were young?
When I was young, I think I just listened to whatever other people were playing around the house. You'd get soul and reggae, dancehall kind of stuff. And then my mum would have CDs from her friends and their old mixes. And I've got like my dad's old cassette tapes. I listened to vinyls.
What was your dad into?
Al Green, Otis Redding, a bit of Etta James. But then he also listens to like James.
James.
Yeah.
Sit
like
down.
James. Oh, sit down.
Yeah.
Oh, sit down. We have that. I think that's the only CD he's got in his car that we listen to.
Yeah.
In terms of music.
So your dad was into soul, but he was into indie as well?
Yeah, he's listening to a mix of music, and I spend a lot of time when it comes to music with my dad in the car. So we're always listening there because he can hear it better. You've got the bass, you turn it all the way up.
Yeah.
We've connected on, newer generations of artists such as Jacob Banks. We love his song, Slow Up.
Yeah.
Really love that song. Gone on a lot of drives and had a few moments with it. We've got little playlists. So it's like every time I go and see my dad, get a little playlist,
Yeah.
plug it in. He gets to hear some new music and then I hear some older music or vice versa.
Yeah.
It's all good. Sugar Mino,
Yeah.
good thing going. Love that one. Yeah, there's a lot of music.
Yeah.
There's a lot to say, as you can tell.
Yeah. So when did you start writing songs?
I think I started writing songs around about 6, 7.
Did you?
But when I was playing piano, I was just making stuff up.
Yeah.
So that was how I was learning through that exploration. So they were kind of just pieces. I had like piano compositions before I wrote songs. They were like well long, and I couldn't be bothered writing them down because that's quite a lot of manuscript to be timing up. And yeah, I also didn't like writing down my piano because I felt like it restricted the way I was playing it. Because my purpose of playing it is just because it's fun, and I can like talk with it a bit, feel things in a different way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When I've seen you play live, like I've seen you twice now.
Yeah.
And I get a feeling that you really feel the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really you're really in the moment.
Thank you.
Yeah. When was your first gig?
My first gig as a soloer with the band.
Solo? Just your first gig?
I think booked and paid. I think that was... I went on the talent development programme with Sheba Arts.
What's that?
So it was a new programme where you bring an artist in. So I think it could be a musician or an artist or a creative, and then they structure a programme to develop their skills or what they want to achieve in that time. So I hadn't played with a band yet, so obviously I wanted to play with a band. That was like they helped me goal set, and then brought in a mentor, Clive Hunt, Busherman, and I had a vocal coach as well for like a few sessions leading up to that gig. And yeah, brought in a band, rehearsals, gave me my first experience of a band and stuff. But they gave me, I played for their festival, like, I think a year or two before that.
Yeah.
And then played each one, because it was like a little opportunity for me. One of my songs, Home, I wrote that, I think, an hour before I played at their festival.
Did you?
And the theme was home. so it was a good one to write.
Based on James. Go home.
Oh yeah. But it was a good song. Like, people enjoy connecting to it at my gigs.
Yeah.
And it creates a beautiful energy, I think, as well.
Do you know, like, my show me age now, like, but like 1989 was a massive year for Manchester bands. And then I remember, like, someone was selling a cassette outside Eastern Block, and it was just they were called the Harrisons, a band, and people were buying the tape just because they wanted anything to do with Manchester bands. And now I look at new bands now, and it must be so hard to make it, because you can just get it on Spotify, can't you?
And then the thing is, like, when you buy the item of the music, you bought it, so now you've invested into it, so you want to listen to it fully and properly, because you spent money on it. Yeah. But then if it's like, you spend like a fraction of money on it, if you're doing a Spotify subscription, because you're subscribing to all the songs.
Yeah.
So, you know, you more easy to just listen to it quickly. And then I myself, I'll hear music released, and then I'll even if I'm waiting for it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, and I'll listen to like 30 seconds of it, and then I'll come back to it like 2 months later, and then listen to it properly. But if I'd like bought it physically, I'm listening to the whole thing as soon as I get home, and like properly experiencing and appreciating it. So
we used to like, so when I was growing up, records were expensive.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be able to afford to buy what, or we couldn't anyway, buy one every week. So what you do is a mate would buy an album, and you go around to the house and listen to it.
Yeah.
And then you'd be invested in it, because
there's a story with it.
Yeah, and you would sometimes tracks don't grow in an album, like, and you're patient, like, you play it, and you listen from the start to the end, and then these tracks grow in you. But nowadays, like, you've got, you get impatient, don't you? You listen like for 30 seconds and you think, yeah, maybe like, and then go on to the next track. And the next
because it's easy, accessible for you to skip it.
Yeah.
It's easier and easier to skip something or turn something down, or it's the more easier it is to be accessed. The easier it is to be accessed, then the harder it is to appreciate its proper value, I think. Yeah,
massively. And I'm probably going off at a tangent here. Yeah, doing like diagrams. We could do like a board here, come on. Do diagrams. I might have a whiteboard pen somewhere. It's like, I forgot what I was going to say.
We've been doing this since we got it.
Yeah, it's like you're invested, are you? And with Spotify, sometimes I'll get on a bus and I've got access to everything I've ever done, and I'm overwhelmed with choice and I can't think of what to listen to. Yeah,
choice can be sometimes overwhelming. I like to do day lists where it'll kind of like guess, because I use Spotify a lot and have for a long time. It will guess like, based on your data of what you've used. I'm not worried about AI. And they'll just play like the vibe that they think you'd be listening to right now, for example.
You can't play it because it'll get the strike.
I'm not gonna play it out loud. So you'll type it in and it will show you kind of what the vibe is, and then it will give you a title for the vibe as well. So I think earlier it was like 80s something, yada yada. It'll be like chill, neo soul, Sunday afternoon. So it gives you different brands and titles for different moods. So that can help you access and explore more music. So there's positives and negatives, because I found a lot of music through Spotify systems, but then I also find myself being quick to skip stuff.
Does that influence what you're writing and playing then?
Not as much. When I'm writing, I tend to do it in a separate space when I'm not really listening to anything. So it says easy listening road trip Friday afternoon. And then these are the kind of the things I'll be listening to right now. So Dusty Springfield, Otis Redding, Paul Simon, Tracy Chapman, Lou Reed,
Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan's one of them people that
David
I feel
Gray.
like I should like, but he just sounds like a crap busker to me.
I just like the vibe of the sound.
Yeah.
And that's enough for me.
Do you think one day there'll be a Naomi Kalu playlist?
I think, well, I'll make playlists on Spotify, but you know, one that's curated for me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you think like it's hard like just going back to like 1989 and loads of Manchester bands got really famous and big. Like and it's a lot harder. I mean, to an outsider, it looks impossible to make it in a band nowadays. Or
It's people don't really come out to live music as much anymore.
yeah,
I like it's hard to find unless it's like clubs. Clubs are popular,
yeah,
but even then people are skint. So they people can't even afford. You know, Mint Lounge is shut, hasn't it? Pretty sure.
yeah.
And so many other venues. I was at Retro the other day for the last New Beat Ska Club night, and because Retro's shutting down, so loads of venues shutting and people aren't coming out, and the venues are dying because people can't afford to come out or they're just not as interested in seeing things live.
Yeah.
But it confuses me though, because it would be cheaper to watch a Grassroots band. Yeah, I like the Eagle Inn or something.
Yeah.
For like £5-6 online early bird.
Yeah.
Than it is to like have a whole night out and like go drinking and that. When you want to experience the sound while it's developing still.
Yeah.
And then be part of that journey there. Because a lot of the bands don't carry on. Because they can't find sustainable ways to keep going. So again, when you see a Grassroots band, you might be seeing something that no one else is ever going to see again.
Wow,
you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had so many bands around me that I've seen just form or die or come back, but then they've come back different. And you got to take in that when you're watching a gig, like the gig you watched with me, I wasn't supposed to not be playing the guitar. I'd brought my guitar, I just didn't play it.
Yeah.
Like I might not do a set like that. I won't do a set the same way that I'll do that live there and then. Because I'm still in my developing stage where I'm exploring my expression and the way I want to be on stage, and also how much energy I want to present, receive and give. So, yeah. And also thinking about what I want to project while I'm in that space, while everyone's attentive. What message do you want to give out? No pressure to have a message, but there is one regardless if you choose or not.
Yeah. Do you think that you'll be able to make a career of it?
I think I could.
Yeah. You're good enough.
The light shines on whatever path I'm walking towards. It's just about putting in the time, energy and heart into it. If I'm passionate about something, I'll put my all into it and do the best I can at it.
Do you know, I believe you. It's like you put your heart into boxing for a while.
Yeah.
And then you were a winner, weren't you?
There's points in my training where I was like, I think I'm going to die here. And then, but then it's like, well, I was genuinely like, I've never had that in my life. But then it'd be worth it for, you know, it wasn't really about like, oh yeah, winning a fight. It's about all the training and that time and that community and family that you're building and energy you're transferring and just sharing with people, the story you're creating. There's so many emotions that you go through training.
Yeah.
And like I'd get up in the morning to run with one of my coaches, like almost every morning, just before then going training after. That was just the morning run.
Yeah.
And then you do your training, and you come back, eat, and you go and do training again, come back, and then where your mind's set in between all of that. It's quite an intense lifestyle. Just respect to any boxer, and a lot of people don't realise how much amateur boxers go under, because they just don't see or experience it. Go to an amateur boxing fight the same way I'd say support, you know, grassroots musicians, yeah. Support the amateur boxing clubs, because for some, even if you don't agree with fighting and stuff, it's really not, it's not mainly focused around the fighting. When you go in there, I see so many people mixed with different communities, and some kids are literally bored, and if they weren't in the boxing club, then they'd just be on the street, just walking around. Not in a cringy way, but like they probably will just be walking around in the street, because sitting at home, and they're just going to be bored at home. I'd rather my kid be walking around than just sat in the room doing nothing. So it's giving them something to do. The youth clubs are dire or not accessible, or they might not get on with someone over there. At least got another community to be part of. Because as well, it's encouraging you to lift people up, and you're learning so many skills where you're in the ring yourself, but your club is still training with you. And when I was training for nationals and that, there'd be a whole training session next to me, right next to the ring of everyone else, and they're all looking at me as well, and I'm looking at them, and they're looking at each other. Everyone's holding each other accountable because you're all here together. So it builds such a foundation. You just have to step your toes carefully and be wary of people, just as you would in any space.
Yeah.
But just check in with yourself.
Do you know, like, a couple of things you say there, like about community. It's powerful, that, because I felt that at the Shy Festival, where there's a community around it. It's people come out to see the music.
Definitely.
And it's your tribe, innit? It's like
there's Sharon. Love Sharon. She saw me last year. Followed me on Facebook.
Yeah.
I tell everyone to follow me on the Facebook. Follow me on the Facebook, Naomi Kalu. How do you do? And yeah, she was walking around Lytham, St Anne's, and she saw the poster because I'm going on tour with Liam Bailey in August.
Yeah.
Thanks to Broken Wing Club. And she was like, "Oh, walking through Lytham, St Anne's. Wait for it. Wait for it." Yes, Naomi. And that video, it's been the light of my day.
Yeah.
For the past 2 days.
Yeah.
Put it on my Instagram story.
Yeah.
But it's just like little things like that. I'd rather one happy woman in Lytham.
Yeah.
Than like 100 people who are just like, "Oh yeah, that's nice," and then walking off.
Yeah. So I've lost track of the time now, and I always say that, but I always like to end them with like, I'd say to you, like, give me a track that you grew up on that should be in our Spotify playlist. It puts people on the spot, that, doesn't it? Should we get one from your playlist? I'd say, are you on Spotify, Naomi Kalu?
No, I have nothing released yet.
Yeah. So if there's any record people out there, this one needs to be signed up.
Just keep your eyes, your ears, and your smiles peeled.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the song. Let me think of a song quickly. You put me right at the spot. I've always got a song in my head, and it's like I can't think. UNITY by Clean Latifah.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
with that
I
one
love
then.
that, yeah.
Go on. Can we talk about community?
Yeah. So, thank you so much. I will just stop recording now.
Clothes